checking. Okay. Hang on. Let's set up that mic. Let's make some adjustments. It's 14. Right? That should be a bit better. I think I'm competing with the thing though. With the music. Is this auto ducking now? I don't think it is. Check. Mic check. Mic check. Checking microphone. Okay, I guess that's a bit better. Let's bring it back up to plus 16 on that EQ gain. Yeah, that should be a lot more manageable. Let's adjust the UI a bit. There we go. There we go. I was thinking of doing some campaign planning today because I am running a game again on Friday for a bunch of people at my place of work. There over the holidays I got the starter set and the essentials kit, and I've read up, like when I read up ideas on how to combine both, because they take place in the same area of the Sword Coast, really, like are in or around Neverwinter along the Sword Coast. So I got excited about putting together a campaign, and people at the office wanted to play. So yeah, yeah, and that's what happened. That's why I'm running D&D 5e. It's been super fun so far. I did a bit of story time during the stream yesterday about like what they've been up to. And yeah, now like I kind of have to piece things together because I think we're a bit off the, not completely off the rails, but like on a slightly different track. We've diverged a bit from like what's like strictly in the Lost Mine of Phandelver. So yeah, I've got D&D Beyond open. We're gonna do a bit of campaign planning. Not so much course correction, but really like adapting what's in the Lost Mine of Phandelver and also Dragon of Icefire Peak when I can into what's going on in my homebrew campaign. So that's mostly I think what the stream's gonna be about. Like I don't have I have maybe until like 11, so not quite all morning, but yeah, until lunch wouldn't hurt. So that's what today's stream's gonna be. But also, like, if you guys want to talk about anything tabletop RPG related or really anything in general, like this is just, you know, we're just chatting, we're just hanging out, feel free. And yeah, let's get right to it. Or let me just check out a couple of stuff first, actually, before we get into that. And let me check audio. Double checking audio. And let me check audio. Okay, not bad. Alrighty. Where were we? Okay. I wonder if I should add tags. Is there like campaign planning? There we go. What else? Is it behind the scenes? Not really, right? Hmm. What other tags can we add? So right now it's English, campaign planning, IRL. I wonder if this falls under tabletop RPGs. Maybe. Maybe I should shift it there instead of just chatting. Hmm. Hmm. I'm looking through. Yeah, looking through the the tags on Twitch. I'm seeing. I think beginner, something like beginner players works. A lot of my players are beginners. So, yeah. And I'll change the category to tabletop RPGs. So, updating those on Twitch. Hopefully, those stick. Yeah, okay. Um, all right. So, that goes without saying that if you're currently playing if you're a player in a Lost Mine of Fandelver campaign, um, let me know before I venture further into this. Yeah, you may want to not, you know, not well, at least tell me so I can divert course. Um, all right, let's do this. So, what are my players facing? Right now, um, let's move these indents over. I never did like the default indents. Is there no way to bring that higher? Oh well. Anyway, um, campaign. No, let's not make that bold. Let's make that. By the way, this music is royalty free and brought to you by Nihilor, an electronic artist and composer who just would love to, you know, provide royalty free music to people who like his stuff. I'm gonna put his a link to his music up on stream and check it out. Yeah, this is also on Spotify, but yeah, the music you're hearing, it's being piped into Spotify, and you can find his stuff in that link up there. Okay. Mm, all right. Yeah, back to planning. Okay. So let's write down the current status of the campaign. Um, Current status. So Players. Players. What do the players know? Is this important to list down? Like, what should I be thinking of? Okay, no, let's just be descriptive. Let's talk about what players have done. The players have traced the players know of the black spider, but are and have tracked his influence the players know infiltrated the red brand hideout under the players infiltrated the red brand hideout underneath the ruins of Chasendar Manor. Hey Nico, Santagoy, good to see you again. You have work. Oh, that's alright. You can just watch this on replay if you're so inclined. But that takes half the fun out of it. That's okay though. You'll catch me next time. I'm just doing campaign planning anyway. Nothing much. Players infiltrated the Red Brand hideout underneath the ruins of Chessenar Manor. They discovered that the Black Spider is pulling the strings behind the Red Brands as well, just like with the Crag Maw tribe. Yeah, no, like hopefully you make it back before the stream ends. Around just before lunch, I guess. Sunod-sunod na Hangout stream, yep. And sunod-sunod na views from you, Brian. What a coincidence. Maybe you should have been watching us all along and we would have streamed every day. They discovered that the Black Spider is pulling the strings behind the Red Brands, just like with the Cragmaw tribe. And cornered by in one of the storerooms by Glass Staff. And is that 1S? I'm kidding. Is Glass Staff 1S or like 3 S's? Let's see. Glass Staff. It's 2 S's. Okay, interesting. And several of the ruffians, they donned, the heroes donned disguises, donned red cloaks to disguise themselves and escape. On their way out, Valen, Dragonborn, Tempest, Cleric, and Ardina, human. What is it? Oh god, what's that? Is travel a what do you call it for clerics? A divine whatchamacallit? Hang on, let's see. Source, Player's Handbook, classes, cleric, domain, yeah. Is it travel domain? I forget. Knowledge. No, she was a knowledge domain cleric. On their way out, Valen. Actually, I don't need to write that. Valen and Ardina rescue a child from the village. Risk their lives to rescue a child from the village. And Timmy clerics Valen and Ardina risk their lives to rescue a child from the village, and Timmy, the bard, stays behind to infiltrate the operations of their enemies. You'll be bobbing in and out of the stream at random because of work multitasking. In case you miss... Okay, yeah, no problem. Feel free to just, yeah. As of last session, that's better. Okay. What are things that we want to accomplish so far? Like, okay. So far, I've been kind of evading involving too much of my players' backgrounds in the campaign, partly because I wanted to see like how things would develop in terms of how they play their characters, in terms of, you know, like who's looking for that kind of, you know, interaction in the campaign and who isn't. And I already can tell like a couple of players who like really want to kind of involve their backstory, their background stories in like how the campaign unfolds. So I've got like my targets for that kind of involvement in the campaign. So maybe like this is a good time. So like right now at this point, because it's at the part of the campaign called the Spider's Web. This is where like Lost Mines of Phandelver kind of opens up into like a little sandbox type of campaign. What I want to do is, because Dragon of Icefire Peak is quite like a full-on sandbox thing. This is where I wanted to like inject the material from the latter into the former. So I was thinking of linking. Also, one of the things I don't really like about Lost Mine of Phandelver as it's written is that a lot of the sandbox part can feel disjointed. Basically, I want to tie everything, like from the Banshee to the orcs to the green dragon and the cultists. I want to tie them all back to what the black spider is doing. I want it to be like one big operation. Like I feel like by default, like it does. I think they wanted to set up like different, plot hooks for the future. Um, if the campaign like finishes with Lost Mines of Phandelver, then at least you have like this connection with, like the Green Dragon could be like a bigger opponent later on, or the Dragon Cultists. Like that's your into maybe, Horde the Dragon Queen or something like that. Also, or Rise of Tiamat. There's also like something to do with like the undead and like the Red Wizards of Thay. You could connect it to that. Um, yeah, and so on. But what I want to do is, what I want to do is like tie it up in a neat bow, or at least, keep everything laser focused on the big villain being, and the primary like antagonist and mover of things behind the scenes being the Black Spider. So I've got to find a way to like reflavor all these little like these other encounters into being part of the Black Spider's plan. So that's maybe what I'll do today. Yeah, it can be a struggle. I know. I'm trying not to like get too involved. I'm more on. I don't want to like drill down too much. What I do want to have is like just like a basic outline, like some prompts that'll guide me in for Friday's session, but also because I have no idea like which of these side quests the players are gonna pick. But yeah, so I want these prompts to be able to guide me, but at the same time, I want to be flexible enough that I can roll with the punches of whatever the players try to pull. Also, because this is the sandbox part of the game, I am gonna allow players like the agency and the flexibility to kind of like to if they want to kind of prompt them, hey, like does this remind you of something from your background, and stuff like that. So I have a couple of ideas. Like I said last session, like I'm dealing with a couple of amnesiac players. I'm still thinking of like how best to handle that, and what I've come up with is that the Nothic, I am modifying that monster slightly. So let's go back to the previous chapters so I can show you what the Nothic is supposed to be, what it's supposed to do. So the Nothic is the pet monster, shall we say, of Glassstaff. It's this bad boy right here. So the Guardian of the Cave underneath Tresendar Manor is an insane subterranean monster that hungers for flesh. So they are supposed to be. Let's open the Nothic's monster description. There we go. So Nothics are a medium evil aberration. I didn't spring this on the players when they explored the cave, mostly because I already kind of sprung a surprise on them there, and it just might have felt a bit too contrived, a bit too busy. Might have eaten up more time than we had if I had pulled the Nothic on them in the cavern as well, because that is where I had them run into the newest addition to the party. Basically, one of the players wanted to be a Warforged artificer, and I figured the bottom of that chasm underneath Tresendar Manor, where you find a bit of history about the region, and like the party's probably first magic item, that +1 weapon. I rolled for it, ended up being a +1 mace because I rolled the number of one of the party's clerics, so didn't stick with the longsword. Um, yeah. So we ended up, instead of spraying the Nothic on them, they discovered a the Dragonborn, the Warforged, and it was a nice little moment, like 3PO waking up after getting knocked on the head. Um, it's a nice bit of RP. They all had fun discovering their new party member, and I just felt like after that it was time to kind of move on. Though I did like drop threatening hints about whatever ate like the corpse at the bottom of the chasm. You know, took huge chunks of flesh out of the body and stuff like that. So they have like a healthy fear of the Nautic, which I think is okay. Like I've built up some kind of anticipation, and so I'm gonna spring the Nautic on them. But I'm also Babu Frick. No. Ugh. Hi JP. What I'm also gonna do is like have the Nautic, since I'm dealing with a couple of amnesiac players, I'm gonna take the Nautic's like little psychic ability and kind of upgrade it. I want it to be a bit more of a like a nefarious tool of the Black Spider for like for erasing memories and like reprogramming pawns for his use. Like it's in Lost Mine of Fandelver. Um, they say that Glassstaff, Iarno Albrecht, used to be a member of the Lord's Alliance, and then went to when he arrived in Phandalin, suddenly decided to abandon the Lord's Alliance and like throw in with the Black Spider. That's just a bit convenient for me. What I would like to do is maybe the Black Spider captured Yarno Albrecht, brainwashed him with a Nothic, and so sorry, amnesia characters. My bad. Yeah, anyway, it could be that Glassstaff is one of the first victims of this Nothic. Also possibly the maybe the other player characters. So they would be even older victims maybe of the Nothic or something like that, like even before the campaign started, when the Black Spider was looking for either just henchmen, or he passed through their part of the world, wherever their origin was, looking for clues to the lost mine. So I think I am gonna start writing backgrounds. And before that, I need to go to my campaign. I want to see what backgrounds they have, just to double check. Lilas. Let's see. Lilas, human rogue. Don't be surprised when you see these stats, by the way. Like, I let my players like roll 4d6. Background urchin. Okay. For the rogue. What's the old dead alewives D&D joke? I've got no idea. Galsta? Anyway, so Lidas is an urchin rogue. What is May? As you can see, unfortunately, like our fighter like rolled pretty poorly for his stats. So yeah, like some of the players ended up with like monster ability scores. This lady not so much. Just just a 17 and a 16 and a couple of nines. Doesn't ring a bell. I'm sorry. Soldier. Okay. She's a soldier. To be fair to this player, I am quick-tempered and impatient at times. Like, she is playing that to a T. I should reward that. Okay. I think Valen is just a straight up acolyte. But I should double check. Yeah, acolyte. Okay. I think that gives me enough ideas. I'll rename this the changes or important points. The Nothic is a tool of... What's the name of that character? Is it Nezenar? Nezendar? But yeah, definitely we want to be building up towards Cragmaw Castle. Like, that should be the set piece of, if not next session, then the session after. Let's see. Let's open this in a new tab. Neznar. I really want a better name for Neznar. Anyway. If you have any suggestions for like a better big bad evil guy name than Neznar, please feel free to suggest. Ranzen? Does that sound oh, we have like access to Xanathar's guide, and that has a name table. Let's see if there's any good stuff. Character names, non-human names. Dwarf versus elf. Elf. Child. Oh, there's a different set of names for elven children. What? No drow names? Okay. So it's just elf. Fiendy McFiend face. You know what? I'm gonna roll for it and just see, like, yeah, see what comes up. Where are my dice? Ronan El Acusador. I do like the idea of this being like some kind of religious fanatic, or not religious fan, but some kind of fanatic, rather than, or having some kind of like a richer motive than, like, what is Nesnar's motive even? Like, what does he want? What does Nesnar want? Geez. That's not very helpful. Is it in the overview? Like, what are Nesnar's goals? Why does he want to find the Forge of Spells? Okay. He just wants power. That's it. Okay, we might change that. I want to give him like a stronger, like motivation. Let's open the DM's guide. If I recall correctly, villains. There we go. So we're gonna roll up a bunch of stuff. So I don't like the name Nesnar. So we are going to, where is the, there we go, character names. What is this? What is this Reddit thread? Motivations for the Black Spider. Wow. Nice. So yeah, why does that's a good question. Like, why does a drow want to conquer the surface world? These are kind of cool, I guess, but not, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna go for these. But I'll keep reading. So this one is straight up just wanting to outfit his minions with magic gear and conquer the land. This one is an exiled drow sorceress who made a deal with Vecna instead of like staying true to Lolth. I kind of like the idea of Vecna being a patron for a Hexblade Warlock drow. That should be a challenge, I guess, for my party. Because I've got 8 players, yo. And I feel like I'm gonna need to make things interesting, or at least like really upgrade some of the encounters, especially like the set pieces, the big flashy ones. Oh yeah, of course you aren't seeing this because it's in my other, like, it's in my Firefox window. So this is the thread that JP linked. The Black Spiders intend the surface will to acquire the power by the Drow matriarchs. This explains his desire to get the Forge of Spells working again, as it will let him create sweet magic items that he can take and send back to the Underdark. Also, his willingness to acquire allies is that his long-term goal is to convince an army of hobgoblins to go to the Underdark and aid the Drow. Why is it necessary? Maybe there's a war in the Underdark, or the awakening or arrival of a terrible threat to the Drow race. Interesting. Yeah, I don't. I like the idea that um big bad guys have motivations beyond, destruction, ruin, power. Hmm. There's always a war in the true. There's always a war in the dark. I like the idea of Nesnar like being basically this is like what his patron as a warlock is asking of him. I kind of like that idea. Because if I recall correctly, the lore is that like only female drow get blessed, right? Like to wield the powers of Lolth. So like a male drow might like have to go the other route and get arcane powers from, aside from the default that drow get, from another source like a patron. I kind of like that idea. Hmm. Yeah, drow are a matriarchal society. That's true. Brian, careful. Just saying. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, that much I know. They are like uh matriarchal and like it's like what do you call a religious society? A society like ruled by religion. What do you call it? I don't know. But yeah, basically. So okay. So a couple of things that we're gonna change. The Nothic is a tool of Nezar the Black Side for brainwashing capable individuals to use as pawns. Um, Yarno Albrecht, aka Glassstaff, is one of the victims. The PCs with amnesia maybe as well. Okay, next. So, yeah, let's change the name of Nesnar to, let's see if anything jumps out to us. N- keeping it simple, right? Like Neza. The Black Spider. I like the idea of her being like or rather no, okay. We're making it if we're sticking with the idea of this is a power grab by a like a male drow. Or you know what? Let's see. Let's see what his scheme is. Like what ultimately is his yeah, let's use this table in the DMG. Villain scheme. Like what is it ultimately that Nesnar wants? Number 2, influence. Okay. And okay, so that's influence. They want influence. Place a pawn in a position of power. Okay. Nesnar, the black spider. Um, ultimate goal is influence and to place a pawn in a position of power. If that's sarcasm, fine. I'm gonna bring it back to like one of his more entertaining albums. Just hang in there. Like, yeah, it went past like his synthwave stuff, so. Or this one. Where is it? Is this it? I guess it's just the latest album that's like really synthwavy. There we go. Anyway, that's not the Black Spider. Aims to use the what's it called? The Forge of Spells? What was it called? The Forge of Spells, I think it was. Yeah, there we go. Needs to gather influence and plant one of his rain washed pawns in a position of power. Very Sauron like, if I must say. I kind of like that already, that vibe. Yeah. Okay. Now we know like why he wants a forge. Maybe he wants the Forge of Spells to like craft like some kind of mind control device that is more reliable than the Gnotic. Right? Even though games like Cyberpunk 2077 and FF7 Remake and Sekiro are coming out this year, I feel you feel more excited for BG Dark Alliance 3. You know, I haven't. Oh yeah, no, I did watch the trailer. But is there any like new news about any more like recent news about Dark Alliance 3? Like the trailer's kind of cool, yeah, but would love to see like more stuff. I'm also like excited about, of course, Baldur's Gate 3. But I think that's what is that coming out next year, ba? Not this year, right? Still no release date, I think. So okay, now we're gonna tie like everything in the spider's web to Nesnar. Um, so instead of the prompt being, uh, for example, okay, um, wait, let's go to the previous chapter because I think, uh, this is where they get um the quests, the quest descriptions. There we go. Old Owl Trouble. Okay. So Old Owl Trouble is the Thayan wizard. And that doesn't exactly tie to the black spider, so we're gonna switch that around. I'm thinking because the party has not yet confronted Glassstaff. That's where they confront Glassstaff, and I'm gonna change Glassstaff up to be more of a necromancer, rather than just your average run-of-the-mill evil mage template in the monsters manual. So yeah, PlayStation's yearly weeb game. Beautiful wave of words. I wonder why Restream isn't showing me how many, like, the widget isn't showing me how many people are watching. Weird. Can I refresh this? The chat widget isn't showing me any the like updated stats on viewers and stuff. Anyway, that's all good. It's not a big deal. No, yeah, like I can see it on the browser, like on the Restream dashboard, but not like on the Restream chat window of the thing. It wasn't accurate because obviously like you and Brian are in there. But yeah, I'm not worrying about it too much. I just realized it just now. Anyway, yeah. Nesnar, the Black Spider, aims to use the Forge of Spells as a means to gather influence. Let's bold that. And pawns in a position of power. Okay. Past victims. We'll leave that. So important changes from cool. Let us go to why is it not turning into... There we go, Control Alt 2. Let's make quest Old Owl Well. And let's tie this to... So okay, by default it says Darren has heard stories, basically has heard stories from prospectors in the hills northeast of Phandalin that someone is digging around in the ruins known as Old Owl Well. More disturbingly, several prospectors have reported being chased from the area by undead. He asks the characters to visit the ruins, a 2-day march northeast of Phandalin, and find out who's there and what they're up to. Darren knows that the ruins are an old watchtower of an ancient magical empire known as Netheril, and he worries that dangerous magic might be dormant there. Okay, so what you're gonna do is that kind of ties in still with our new Nesnar's goal of um using, like, trying to accrue influence. So maybe yeah, that is his excavation, you know, excavation thingy, excavation operation going on at Old Owl Well. Lesnar has sent Glassstaff to the Netheril. Is it Netherese? Is that the adjective for Netheril Empire in Forgotten Realms? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Ruins to scavenge for magic items as a consequence of his failure to keep adventures out of Pendleton. Change update Glassstaff to be a necromancer. The Nothic will be accompanying him as well. With him, the Nothic will be with him at the sites. Or should the Nothic be there? Or should I have the... Okay, I'll keep that up in the air first. Or yeah, maybe the Nothic will also be in the area. By the capacity of these adventurers and wanting to keep a better eye on their will have one of the top hangers. Okay. Update Glassstaff to be a necromancer. The Nothic will also be in the area. Let's see. What will they recover? Ring of Protection. Right. So same treasure. Yeah, same treasure. Ring of Protection is nice. Spell Scroll of Darkness, Potions of Healing, lots of cash, lots of loot. That works for me too. Same basic setup, like so zombies have basically chased away. Okay, let's come up with a blurb. Undead have been reported chasing away prospectors. Prospectors have returned from the ruins, reporting dangerous. Ow! What the fuck was that? Ah. That undead have chased them away. The ruins are... Yeah, I'll copy that last part. The ruins are an old watchtower of an ancient magical empire known as Netheril. The ruins are an old watchtower of an ancient magical empire known as Netheril. Okay, so what is the actual quest? What's a nice verb? Eliminate the threat and secure any dormant magic that okay, we'll leave it at that. Eliminate the undead threat. Secure any artifacts that could be used by evil, I guess. We'll work with that. Update class have to be a necromancer. The Gnostic will also be will also be there. To to hunt for magical auras. There we go. Because it does do that. Like, it is supposed to be attracted to magic, isn't it? Okie dokie. Yeah, I think that's good enough for old Alwell. What is the next one? Old Owl Trouble. If the Nothic... never mind. Let's cover more ground. This is a Tresinor Manor one. Raidos the Druid. Okay, what is the gist of this quest? This is supposed to... You're supposed to find help from... a druid who knows... Who should know, like, everything about the forest, such as where to find Cragmaw Castle and Wave Echo Cave. Okay, I'm gonna steal a bit from so like a lot of people who have changed like what Thunder Tree is supposed to do, and posted like their ideas online. So like one idea is, instead of like the cultists trying to appease a dragon, like when the characters arrive, the cultists have already kind of got the dragon's egg and they're holding it hostage. And what I want to do, I also want to tie, like, they're not like dragon cultists, they are minions of Nesnar, maybe even Drow. I might use Drow, like straight up Drow, if the CR isn't that ridiculous. Yeah, but wait, that would give them penalty in daylight, or you know, maybe like hobgoblins. Or yeah, basically, yeah, sure, fine, like humans who have been employed by the Drow. So trying to like uh basically get this blackmail, you know, this green dragon, like bring the green dragon, the young green dragon, into the young adult green dragon into the fold of Nesnar's plots. Maybe he wants to engineer like a threat to Neverwinter and place like one of his brainwashed capable pawns, you know, like in a position of power, like with in the ensuing, you know, chaos being a ladder kind of thing. Maybe that is one of Nesnar's plans. So yeah, this is how we're tying Thunder Tree into Nesnar's plots. So let's describe this. A druid named Raidos has great knowledge of the area and would be able to pinpoint locations of Cragmaw Castle, even with Echo Cave. Even with Echo Cave. There is not an inch of this land that he does not know. That she She does not know. Rada. I kind of like the idea of this being a female character. She can be found in the ruins of. She was last seen in the ruins of a town named Thunder Tree. See ya, JP. Thanks for coming on to the chat to hang out. All right. Good luck. Good luck. In the western edge of the Neverwinter Wood. Okay. So I feel like this will more or less play out as normal. Like instead of going from building to building, like I'm gonna make the characters maybe, encounter a polymorphed like green dragon first. And Rada is either missing or dead. But yeah, at this point, like when the player characters arrive, the minions of Nesnar will have already stolen the dragon, the young adult dragon's like first egg, in an effort to kind of blackmail the dragon into cooperating with the green, the not the black dragon, the green dragon, into cooperating with the black spider's plans, right? So, yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Druid named Rada. Seek her help in finding one of these locations. Seek her help in finding okay. So Nesnar sent a group of lackeys to parley with, what's the name of the green dragon? Does the green dragon have a name? Where is the green dragon? Venom Fang. There we go. Venom Fang. And enlist her into the black spider's seams. A group of lackeys or what? Fine, cultists. Fans? No. Sent a group of fine lackeys. They failed and have resorted to stealing venom fangs first and only egg in an effort to blackmail her into servitude. Okay. PCs will meet Venom Fang in the guise of en route. PCs will see a dragon flying overhead. Venom Fang will have spotted the players and will use them as pawns to recover her egg. Instead of meeting Rada, who is either not at Thunder Tree or has been disposed of. Let's just say they're not at, who is not anywhere close to Thunder Tree. They will meet a polymorphed Venom Fang. Pretending to be the druid. Her features will be slightly off with supernatural details that make her seem not quite humanoid, not quite completely humanoid. Venom Fang will attempt to set the PCs against Nesnar's minions, who have, in order to recover her egg. The egg thieves, are hiding somewhere in the ruins of Thunder Tree. And we'll try to set the PCs against. And Venom Fang will attempt to appeal the PC's better natures, heroic nature. Um, to get them but her concern for her egg is genuine. Yeah, I think that's enough. So like if the players uh when the PCs find the cultists and the egg, um Venom Fang will burst onto the scene and reveal at the most opportune moment to save her egg and reveal her true nature. Save her egg and proceed to devour, to eliminate the black spiders followers with extreme prejudice. Okay. Alrighty. As a reward for their assistance, she will point the PCs in the right direction. If the PCs attempt to blackmail the dragon, then they are in for a very tough fight. I kinda wanna see like what they're gonna do with this. Like if they end up in possession of the egg. Yeah. We'll see. I wanna see what the party tries. I kinda want them to go to Thunder Tree. I would love for them to go to Thunder Tree. But now I have like I wonder like how to tie in like the ice dragon at Ice Fire Peak now. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. What's the next quest? Banshee's Bargain. This is kind of like a really boring one. Though it would be nice to set the party up against a banshee just for kicks. Like, what does you know dealing with Agatha get the players, right? Like, you've already got one, two, Wyvern Tor. Yeah, I like Wyvern Tor. Wyvern Tor could be um, I'm gonna change this um from a band of orcs to a band of hobgoblins, also of the Kragmaw tribe. Um, I like the idea that because the Black Spider just lost faith uh in Glassstaff, he wants the he would like the Kragmaw tribe to try their hand at like at not raising the town, but essentially driving the adventurers out of town themselves. And so, um, yeah, there's like an encampment of hobgoblins like massing on the doorstep of of Phandalin, getting ready to take the town. Like, if the players don't deal with that for early on, like, I'm thinking they'll take the fight to the town in Phandalin, and that should be kind of fun to run, like a very like Seven Samurai esque kind of situation, right? You've got just a few player characters, like, and like essentially like a whole bunch of hobgoblins who are, you know, compared to the bugbears and little gobos that the players have dealt with so far, they're a much more organized menace to um, to the town and to the players. So, okay, how far away is Wyvern Tor? That's what I keep forgetting. Where is the map? Um, mm, is the map here? Or no? Introduction. Where's the map? There we go. Wyvern Tor. I'll probably move Wyvern Tor like a bit closer. Or maybe, yeah, they are over here. Like over in this area. So not just like around the day's travel from Phandalin. Okay, let's go with that. Hmm. There have been sightings of a hobgoblin warband massing at Wyvern Tor. Um, Snow telling what they're up to. But it can't. But it can't be good. Um, in the wake of last staff's failure, Lesnar is sending um, the large fighting force of Agmo of the Agmo tribe to drive adventurers out of Mandolin once and for all. The adventures out of Mandolin once and for all. If the PCs do not go out to meet this threat, the hobgoblins are overconfident and also and are not bothering to hide their approach. Besides, if they scare the adventurers into fleeing, then their job is done. If the PCs go out to meet this threat, do not go out to meet this threat at Wyvern Tor, the hobgoblins their and their captive ogre will descend upon the town, upon Fandolin. Okay, I think that is that. Yeah, at least the stuff I care about. I don't really care about Connie Berry and Agatha Slayer. That's like a bit, it's already like it feels like redundant with what um with what Thunder Tree provides, right? Scout, a warband being, but it can't be good. Especially so close to the town. Okay, yeah, this works. We don't know yet what they're up to, but it can't be good, especially so close to the town. Um, Yep. He's gone. He's out of here. Armored Core model kits. Oh, Brian. Maybe, oh yeah, Scout. Scout the warband and report back. I like that, and report back, because when they, if the PCs scout Reverend Tor, they realize that that they learn that the Hobgoblin's target is Phandalin, and that should the fight and that should the and quickly realize that they are the targets that they are the warband's true targets. It's Phandalin, and quickly realize that they're the warband's true targets. It is apparent that should the hobgoblins arrive in Phandalin, should these hobgoblins arrive in Phandalin, the casualties will the defenses town will suffer significant casualties. I like this. The stakes are already climbing higher and higher. I'll flesh out Old Owl Well a bit more. Yeah, Nesnar sent glass after Nest using scavenge items. The Nothic will be there to hunt for magical auras. I feel like we can give the Nothic like its own angle. Since magical auras. It will broker a deal with the PCs if they agree to lead it to Wave Echo Cave. even offering to refresh the memories of some of the PCs who may have been its former victims. I kind of like this. Okay, I think I'm all set for Friday. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. So not as engaging of a stream, but yeah, like thank you for hanging out with me, Brian and JP. This was really more of just me, putting down my thoughts for my homebrew D&D campaign. No news yet about like the giveaway for the Hey Meepling crit kits. Well, we're still like thinking of how to go about that. But yeah, this has been a very productive morning for me. I'll leave you guys here. As if you're new to the channel, well, and you're seeing this is one of the last streams of Dicecast. We will be closing shop in February. So like, I'm just streaming when I can to close out the month. Thanking like our followers for for sticking with us for the past couple of years and helping us grow and just making this like so worthwhile. So yeah, thank you. We'll see you soon. Hopefully I can get in a couple more streams before the month ends. We'll see. And then from there, you'll be able to follow me on my own personal Twitch channel, which I have yet to, dust off and refurbish. Also, like, if you we'll probably put up a couple of links like in our description of where you can find like the rest of the Dicecast crew and the other organizations like we've partnered up with before and we believe deserve some of your time and attention. So that's it for today. This has been Mark doing some campaign planning and prep and just general well, we didn't get to do much table talk RPG talk, I guess, but tabletop RPG talk, but yeah, it's all good. Again, thanks Brian, thanks JP. I'm gonna sign off for now. Oh, Santagoy also dropped by earlier. I guess I won't be seeing he won't be making it back before the end of the stream. Oh well. But yeah, that's it for today. So long, and thanks for all the fish.